Right, you're not going to want to miss this one. Johnny Kenny sneaks past Shin Yamada for a Europa spot. Celtic had a private jet sitting ready for a massive transfer. And then the real bombshell, Daizen Maeda himself, spilling the truth about a move that nearly happened. Stick with me till the very end. Massive thanks to you for helping us smash 500 subscribers, but that's just the start. With more than 2,000 views on every story, if you hit subscribe right now, we'll fly past 1,500 subscribers, all backing the Celtic. Let's prove once again that our support is miles beyond anything the Rangers could ever muster. Hit that button and be part of it. Now, here's one that's got me smiling because it shows you that sometimes football's about graft and grabbing your chance. Johnny Kenny, the lad everyone thought was heading out the door on loan or worse, punted altogether, has only gone and nicked himself a Europa League spot ahead of Shin Yamada. And you know what? It's no just luck. It's because he's earned it. This boy's got European pedigree already, banging in 7 goals in just 12 games when he was still at Sligo and Shamrock Rovers. That's not a fluke. That's a lad who knows where the net is, even under the big lights. Brendan Rodgers has clearly looked at that and thought, I can trust him on a European night in paradise. You saw it yourself. His goal against Livingston, sharp as you like. And don't forget the strike-up at Pittodrie. And I'll say it straight, his penalty in the Scottish Cup final shootout against Aberdeen was pure class. Calm as you like when the pressure was on, while I can picture a few of the Rangers lads crumbling like shortbread in the same moment. Now Johnny's in there battling with Kelechi Iheanacho, Shin Yamada, and even the young Osman for that striker's spot. And instead of shying away, he's relishing it. That's the Celtic spirit right there. Fight for your jersey, fight for your moment. Here's the question for you though. Was Rodgers right to go with Kenny over Yamada for Europe, or should the Japanese boy have been given his shot? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's giant lordy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic dafts. This one's pure Celtic theatre, isn't it? The club had a private jet sitting ready for Kasper Dolberg. Aye, the whole thing lined up like he was some rock star flying into Glasgow to pull on the hoops. And yet what happens? A classic Celtic tale. The bid was too low, the talks dragged on, and by the time we were ready to make it happen, Dolberg had his head turned back to Ajax. Now, let's be honest, mate. Was he ever really sold on coming to Glasgow? I doubt it. Word is he wasn't too keen on the move in the first place, but if you're serious, you've got to close the deal early. Instead, we were faffing about, telling Brendan Rodgers that a replacement for Daizen Maeda was on the way, and then nothing. The richest club in Scotland left scrambling like it's bargain bin day at the Barras. And here's the sting. Rodgers was promised reinforcements. He let Maeda go because he was told Dolberg, or someone of that quality, was coming in. Then transfer deadline day turns into this circus of chasing free agents, begging folk to come in when it should have been wrapped up weeks before. That's not ambition, that's amateur hour. But I'll put this to you, if Celtic really had Dolberg on the hook and a jet waiting, do you think we bottled it by going in too low? Or was Dolberg always going to run back to Ajax and we were just wasting time on another pipe dream? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's guy it lolly till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs. Maeda's just dropped a proper bombshell, hasn't he? Straight from his own mouth. He had personal terms agreed with another club, bags packed, the next chapter lined up, but Celtic pulled the handbrake, told him he wasn't going anywhere because the squad's thinner than a pint of watered-down lager in Govan. Think about that for a second. The lad was ready for the next step, ready for the challenge, and he's basically been told, sorry, son, we've made such a hash of this transfer window. We can't let you leave. It's not that he bottled it, not that he didn't have the ambition. The deal was there, the will was there, but the board shut the door. Now, fair play to Maeda. He's not sulking. He's still giving everything when he pulls on the hoops, but you can't ignore the wider picture here. Adam Ida dragged about at the last minute, Yang left in limbo, Tilio with no clarity, and now Daizen admitting he wanted away but couldn't move. That's chaos, mate. And chaos at the very top. Here's the bigger worry. He's 28 now, soon to be 29. Contract winding down. That could have been the last proper chance to cash in. And instead we're holding on to a player who doesn't even know if he's wanted for the long haul. That's how you end up with a dressing room full of uncertainty, not unity. So here's the real question. Did the board do right by keeping Daizen against his will to protect the squad, or have they just shot themselves in the foot by risking losing him for peanuts later? Hit that subscribe button, lads. Let's jay it loudy till we hit 1,500 mad Celtic daffs.